It was a quiet afternoon on 22nd April 2025. Tourists were enjoying picnics under the open sky, taking in the pleasant spring weather at Baisaran, a meadow accessible only on foot and by pony ride. Some were taking pictures, others were sitting and relaxing, and a few were honeymooners spending time together in Kashmir's Pahalgam, a place often called the mini Switzerland of India. But in the blink of an eye, what had been a place of serene joy turned into a scene of devastation and panic. Around 2:30 p.m., a few armed men opened fire, causing panic among the crowd. Gunshots rang out across the meadow. Tourists screamed in fear, running in every direction to escape the chaos. She was one of the tourists, sobbing and begging for help.
आप कोई टेंशन मतलब हम साथ में। अरे मैडम ये प्रेसिडेंट साथ आया है, आपको किसी चीज का डर नहीं करना, हम साथ में आपको किसी को क्या हुआ है?
This woman and her husband, a Navy officer, were on their honeymoon when he was shot dead by a terrorist right in front of her eyes.
भेलपुरी खाली थी, मेरा पति साइड में था, एक इंसान है, उसने उसको गोली मार दी।
यहाँ पे
उसने बोला कि शायद मुस्लिम नहीं है, उसने उसको गोली मार दी।
The terror attack claimed over 20 lives. The victims hailed from various parts of India, including Kerala, Maharashtra, and Uttar Pradesh, with 2 foreign nationals from Nepal and the UAE among the dead. While some injured victims who managed to escape were taken to a nearby hospital, others were left traumatized by the incident. The attack drew widespread condemnation. President Draupadi Murmu described it as a dastardly and inhuman act, while Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, "Those behind this heinous act will be brought to justice. They will not be spared. Their evil agenda will never succeed. Our resolve to fight terrorism is unshakable and it will get even stronger." But this wasn't the only time something like this happened. Attacks on civilians in Kashmir have happened again and again over the years. Back in 2000, 36 members of the minority Sikh community were killed in Anantnag district by terrorists. This was one of the earliest mass killings of civilians in the 2000s. The following year, Amarnath Yatris were targeted at the Sheshnag base camp, killing 13 people. In 2006, 9 Nepalis and Bihari laborers were killed in Kulgam. Then in 2017, there was another attack during the Amarnath Yatra in Kulgam, where 8 pilgrims were killed in an attack on a bus. And if we look at the number of terrorist attacks and civilian deaths, it shows a worrying pattern. In 2021, the centre informed Parliament that by November that year, 40 civilians had been killed and 72 others injured in terror-related incidents across Jammu and Kashmir. The following year, Union Minister of State for Home Nityanand Rai said that as many as 30 civilians were killed in such attacks in 2022. In 2023, according to the official data provided by the Ministry of Home Affairs, 14 civilians were killed in terrorist-initiated incidents. The following year, the ministry said that by 21st July 2024, 14 civilians were killed. Now, in the recent attack in Pahalgam in April 2025, a group called the Resistance Front, or TRF, claimed responsibility for the attack through a social media post. According to a notification issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs, TRF was linked to the Pakistan-based terror group called Lashkar-e-Taiba. So, TRF was formed after Article 370 was struck down in 2019. As per the Ministry of Home Affairs notification, TRF uses social media to spread hate, recruit young people and smuggle weapons and drugs into Kashmir. It first claimed responsibility for an attack on 5th April 2020 in the Keran sector of Jammu and Kashmir. This attack involved a 4-day gun battle near the line of control in Kupwara district. 5 Indian Army para-commandos from the 4 para-special forces and 5 TRF terrorists were killed during the encounter. In 2023, the Indian government officially declared TRF a terrorist group under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. A senior Indian security official told the Indian Express that Pakistan had created TRF to make terrorism in Kashmir appear as a local resistance movement rather than a religious conflict or terrorism coordinated from Pakistan. TRF had also threatened some media houses and journalists in Kashmir, accusing them of collaborating with security forces. According to data provided by the Jammu and Kashmir police, in 2022, most of the terrorists killed in Kashmir were from TRF. So far, India has banned over 44 terror groups, and TRF was known as one of the most dangerous among them. The 2025 Pahalgam attack was reportedly planned under the direction of Saifullah Kasuri, a top Lashkar-e-Taiba commander. India attributed several major terrorist attacks to the Pakistan-based group Lashkar-e-Taiba, including the 2001 parliament attack in which 9 people were killed, the 2005 Delhi bombings which claimed 62 lives, and the 2019 Pulwama attack in which 40 CRPF officials were killed. Kashmir witnessed a record number of tourists in 2024 with nearly 35 lakh visitors, including over 43,000 foreign tourists, the highest since 2012. Hindustan Times reported that a counter-terrorism official said the modus operandi adopted by Pakistan through so-called TRF is to create an atmosphere of fear among local civilians and those visiting Kashmir, instead of only targeting the security forces. They also don't indulge in firefights with security forces anymore and carry out hit-and-run firing or grenade attacks.